Hey folks, this is Jonicus, and welcome back to another episode of Fallout 76 Ally Quests, I guess is what we're calling it. I've been doing Sofia, Daguerre's quests, and I think I'm pretty close to being done. Of course I don't remember what the next step is. I say I think I'm pretty close, but I'm looking at the gauge. I'm like 2/3 of the way there, so... this is a fast travel light stream, so what I'm going to do is probably walk to the first objective and then probably just teleport back, because it's fun to kind of walk the route and encounter random things the first time through, but it's not as fun to walk back, just backtrack. So and I'm probably just going to talk a lot while I play, and we'll see if anybody comes by. I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think the next quest was killing an assaultron or something. I vaguely remember that, so we'll go ahead and pick it back up.
Will be watching, they said.
Talk to her in her little themed area that I have set up. Alright, so interact.
So we know for sure that Arctos was involved with making this serum. This is progress. I might be able to find a correlation somewhere associated with the timestamps. It's just a matter of finding out where they stored their backup data. In the meantime, let's just eliminate that rogue USSA robot that's lurking around monitoring us. It gives me the creeps.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, why aren't these robots just coming right to you?
I think they're being intercepted. I think they get close, and then something updates their algorithm, and they leave. But who is doing that? Or why? I don't have enough data to make a hypothesis.
It's your homie, that dude. Forgot his name already. What is your end goal here?
That's a big question. I guess I just want to know why, so I can move on in this weird new world. Some closure, you know? Then I can start to figure this place out. I can start fresh. Maybe I can help you out for a change.
Cool, that'd be nice. Right, I'll take care of this robot, no problem.
Back in my college days, we used to watch robots fight in the basement of the science building. We used to joke about how scary that would be. You know, if they ever came after us all, that kind of thing. Yeah. Anyway, thanks.
I believe I asked her these questions last time, so we're gonna go ahead and say, see you soon, Commander.
I'll be here, friend.
Alright, so if we get through 2 quests tonight and there's still more to do, I think I will just hold off on asking questions so that I can start the next episode with asking questions. And it looks like... Did it update? Oh no, I see what it's doing. Hang on here. There we go. Alright, which way do we need to go? Oh, north. North. To the USSA. Okay, so it's along this train tracks here, so I think the logical thing to do is follow the train tracks and just go down the mountain, and then we can go north. That's pretty normal here. So this is the train track that I think I need to follow, but I have to follow it this way. Yeah, and then we'll pick up the track that goes north along the way. So, fun fact, I've been searching for a new place to build another camp. I've kind of... It's not that I've grown out of the camp that I have, but for a long time I've been interested in building a cave camp. And looking, I mean, they're hard to find. Caves that you can actually build your camp in are, and I'm tempted to, like, every time I see a rocky outcropping like this, I'm tempted to just go look at it and see. Alright, just kidding. Alright, we're not going to do that. Must resist. So I've been doing a lot of that, though, just walking along the edges of the map, walking along the edges of the mountain ranges and rock outcroppings and rock formations, and I finally found, there's another video that I posted to just randomly in the middle of the night one night last week, where I found like a stone archway that I'm planning to build my next camp in. So I think what I'm going to do is have the archway be like the roof of the house, or at least form part of the roof of the house, and from there it will it'll be like a sort of natural rock walls and stuff. So it's not going to be a cave exactly like a cave with an opening on both sides, or an arch. Okay, so the tracks are near. Here they are. Almost didn't see them.
It's just about time to eat.
That's great, dude. I almost didn't see these train tracks, and I don't know if you noticed there, but I've kind of figured out how to slow fall using the jets, or the jetpack, and I'll see if I can demonstrate here. But basically, what you do is you fall for a second, and you kind of just have to time it right. But I think pointing your gun down
really muddy.
certainly helps. Oops, I got the wrong perks on. Probably help to have the right perks on. We want killing perks. Here we go. And it doesn't always work, so I might die dropping off of here, but we're going to test out my hypothesis. First of all, we need to kill these things, because the last thing we want to do is deal with that when we hit the ground. That could be a cool little camp location right there. I could see doing that. Building your camp underneath this overpass. It'll look kind of neat. Alright, I'm going to drop down. Alright, so I kind of did it there. I don't know if it really impacted the damage I would have taken or not, so I think the next, what I could do is just a quick test. See what happens when you don't boost on your way down. If you take more damage or not. I took about a quarter of my health bar, so if I take more than that, this time we'll know. Hoo-yah. Nah. Maybe it doesn't help. I don't know. It feels like it helps. So I'm gonna go with it possibly helps. Excuse me, I'm a little sleepy. It's a weeknight. Got up early this morning. Did the work thing. Did the dad thing. Finished Avatar: The Last Airbender for the first time. And kind of tired. But I'm here to do the gaming thing, and I had said I'm not going to check the cliffs for a camp. I've already kind of found where I want to build my next camp, but it doesn't hurt to look as I'm passing by these places. What I really want is a large sort of outcropping that sort of overhangs. So kind of like where the bridge was overhanging and there was rock, well, it was the bridge above and dirt underneath. Excuse me again, that's kind of what I want. It's a large cave that I could wall up and then have separate rooms inside. But I don't think such a thing exists. I've walked a good ways along the map going like this everywhere. I have found some caves, but they've all been small. I don't think I've found any caves that people didn't know about already. Although I did find some that I didn't know about already, and that's what my previous 2 videos that I made about caves and the stone archway, where I was pretty excited because I thought I had found something that wasn't really documented anywhere, and certainly not documented. Oh no, we're not helping that guy. Nope. Run away. Yeah, they were new to me, and so I was pretty excited. And I couldn't find any, I hadn't found any information on them before. Sadly, the thing that Bethesda does with caves is they kind of build them intentionally. So when they're putting them in the game, they're not putting them in on the map for people to have nothing in and for people to build in, right? They're not thinking that way. They're thinking about single player experiences, and so they have a tendency to make these caves that are very interesting, but then also fill them with skeletons and tents and just clutter that makes it impossible to build around. I found one location that would have been perfect, absolutely perfect. It was large enough for what I needed, and it was walled in on 3 sides with a roof over it. Rather deep cave, and but they had filled it full of skeletons. There's like a skeleton in an inner tube, and 2 picnic tables, and 2 freaking tents and stuff. There's just so much stuff in there that there was no way you could build an adequate camp around all the stuff. You know, is essentially already occupied. So Bethesda has a tendency to put stuff like that wherever they have caves. They can't resist the urge to build it out. And so, if somebody from Bethesda ever sees this, I doubt that you will,
has
but
a lot of potential.
I highly suggest, I request formally that you add some caves into the game that are big enough to build a moderately sized camp or house in, like a couple bedrooms and a living room, and don't put anything in it. No acid spawn, no skeletons, no rotting meat corpses, no anything, just bare walls and a dirt floor, and people will go crazy. What you should get creative with is the I hope I haven't gone off track here. What you should get creative with is like the layout of the cave itself, or my game has slowed down. There we go. Alright, we're getting there. Now this is just a quick detour here. Yeah, don't get creative with what you put in the cave. Get creative with how you
clean up
the structure of the cave. You
never
know,
seems to end.
make some neat little loops or alcoves or rooms or rock formations.
People have come back to this area.
Do that thing you do where you have the cave that goes back through an opening and then loops around and doubles back on itself. There's so much that could be possible with this game, but you know, the tools are there, just nobody uses them. Or make a add something to the camp system that lets you actually dig into the earth, like Minecraft, or brain fart, No Man's Sky. Let us hollow out our own caves. That'd be cool. Alright. We're officially in sneak mode. Oh, there he is. That wasn't too tough. Okay. Alright, so we got the algorithm update. I guess we're gonna teleport back. Oop, there we go. I have a tendency to just sit here and not say anything during these loading screens, and that's probably where I need to be the most entertaining. You can craft a remedy. Oh, now missed opportunity. Alright, let's talk to Sofia once everything is finished loading in here. I guess before I tear all this down, I'm going to do a camp tour. And I might record it and put it on YouTube or something. I'm just going to talk to her with normal lighting.
I was just thinking about you. Same as the other USSA robots. Right before you arrived, it sent out 2 signal bursts. One to a robo-brain, and another to... something else.
Where did you
Are
go?
you with me on this, my friend? Can I count on you?
Where... Let's start over. That was weird. She teleported in the middle of her sentence. Here we go. Oh, no,
Same
you sit right there.
Same as the other USSA robots. Right before you arrived, it sent out 2 signal bursts. One to a robo-brain, another to... something else. Are you with me on this, my friend? Can I count on you?
You mean you're not paying me? Jeez. Yeah, if I wasn't into this, I would have kicked you out of my camp already.
Fair enough. Well, I'm glad I can provide you with some entertainment, my good friend. It means a lot to me, you know. I couldn't have done any of this without you, you know. And that means a lot to me. Locating that medical cache that has that serum wasn't actually as hard as I thought it might be. Hopefully it'll be a milk run to pick up, too. I suddenly realized that the expression milk run might not have much of a meaning in this apocalyptic world. Yeah, since everything is dangerous now. Huh.
What do you think Emerson is up to?
It sounded like he had some demons in his past that he wanted to take care of. Probably he's been putting it off for a while. That's my guess, anyway.
I think it's you're the demons. You're whatever he did to you is the demons. What'll you do with the serum?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Part of me just wants to see it. To see what they used. To know what was real, I guess.
Okay, I'll find the serum. It won't take long.
It's probably decades old and unusable by now, but it might tell us something. I'm not a chemist, though. Maybe...
God. These dialogue options are cringy. It feels good to have you here in my home.
Really? I was worried for a bit that you might be, unenthused about taking care of some random stray. Even though my options were clearly heavily limited by the, entire world situation. The only decent thing so far has been meeting you.
The tone with which she said really actually made me think she was gonna push back and be like, really, dude, that's creepy and weird. Okay, what's with these robots? Shouldn't they be attacking you? Are you able to get any rest these days? We've already covered these. Okay, I'll be back later, Sophia.
Affirmative. Out.
Retrieve the Serum Z.
I can't believe my only
It will
living
turn me into a Z warrior.
Yes.
And I will
It's turning out
master
to be a
the ways of the turtle hermit.
Let's just say.
Where do I need to
no
go?
idea how glad I am to have you on my side right now.
Okay, I wasn't listening to her. There we go, that's better. Alright, here we are. The West Tech Research Center. At least we don't have to cover the same ground. We're gonna walk along this ridge of mountains because I don't know if I've explored it, and I want to look for caves. Lol. Yeah, so we're just gonna walk along that.
I just love songs, don't you?
Firecracker berry. I need these firecracker berries for making berry mentats. So I'm gonna collect as many as I can get my hands on. Alright, perfect.
Is there life beyond the stars?
Oh man, I love this random encounter.
Yes. Do you know how to spell Appalachia?
That doesn't sound like anything to me. Do you have a name?
Does a rad toad hop in the woods? Are you as confused as I am?
Maybe. Do you know how we got here?
Probably. Can you interface with the terminal?
I'm tired of that question. Do you ever feel like you're trapped in a loop?
It depends. Do you know the meaning of life?
Yeah, they totally are trapped in a loop. That's a reference to Google Home devices that were stuck in a conversation loop like that. Anyways, we're moving on. And I'll spare their lives this time. In the past, I have gunned them down just for being robots, but I'm feeling generous tonight. Oh, firecracker berries. We'll take these. So I haven't really found a good source of starlight berries. So if anybody knows a good place to get starlight berries, the only place I know of is in Helvetia. There's like 2 plants. So you can get, if you have the perk on, you can get doggies.
You're messing with the wrong person, pal! Useless.
There we go. Yeah, I just did not expect there to be 3 dogs here, and they kind of mess up your equilibrium a little bit when they hit you. Forgot what I was saying. Oh well. Found some cool stuff. Oh yeah, if anybody knows where to get starlight berries, let me know. I don't know where to get them. I've looked around a bit. And this is totally an excuse I made just to check for caves. But I don't think anyone who's watching will mind going on a cave hunting journey. Maybe we'll find one and we can make a screenshot to save for later and then highlight the video. I'll definitely highlight the encounter with the robots back there, because I find that pretty funny. Something like this is close. I really like if this had like a rock roof over it, I'd be all about it. You know, and I don't really want an actual cave that goes deep into the rock as much as I want a depression in the cliff to actually just build around. How do you get a backpack? It's... Which one do you mean? You mean the jetpack, or you mean just like a regular backpack? Like this backpack? I don't know if you can see that. Looks like my jetpack is glitched out and not visible. But you do the quests at the camp. I forget what it's called. Hold on a second, I'll show you. Not kitty cabins. It's Pioneer Scout Camp. So you do the quests at the Pioneer Scout Camp, and that involves doing some world quests to get Pioneer Scout badges, which are under challenges here. And so I think most of them are under survival. Maybe it's world. Let's see. Yeah, see how it says possum and tadpole here? You have to do a bunch of the tadpole quests, and you can pick which ones you want to do. It gives you like options. But see, I did archer, athlete, and code breaker, which are like you pass a test and then you have to like hack a certain number of terminals and solve a nuke launch code. And you don't have to do those, you just have to do 3 of the tadpole challenge things. So you could do cook, etymologist, herpetologist, hunter, memologist. It's worth doing all of them eventually if you want to get all the badges, because you can trade the badges for like backpack upgrades or whatever. But there's a quest, and then once you do the quest you unlock the badge rewards, and so you just have to earn the tadpole badges. Does that answer your question? I wonder why my jetpack is weird. Gotta fix it now. Cool. Well, thanks for coming by. I'm doing allied quests right now, and kind of keeping in the fast travel a little bit light. And for some reason my jetpack is not visible. That's weird. I wonder if it's because of my outfit. Nope. Just bugged. Okay. Anyway, I'm also looking for caves, because I want to build a camp inside a cave. I was just talking about that. So I'm like walking around along this mountain ridge, just checking it out, because I haven't been through this way to look for caves yet. see any caves though. Then once you do the backpack quest, you can just craft a backpack, and then the cosmetic stuff from the Adams shop will work. Oh, that's kind of neat. Kind of a neat rock formation right here. I think the green light makes things look cooler than they really are. Causes the shadows to do interesting stuff. Kind of makes it, that looked like a cave to me until I got close enough to it. Let's see. Oh, we've strayed way off. Course correction time. I got distracted by my cave spelunking. I keep a closer eye on the compass while I'm running around. I don't love fighting those things, so I'm gonna avoid them. Oh, kind of stuck here. There we go. I'm glad to know that all I need to do to find firecracker berries is walk north from my camp. Seems to be quite a few along this route. Well, that had to have worked that time. That's kind of neat. Graveyard note. Paladin Swafford. Ad Victoriam. So this is where some Brotherhood guys bit the bullet. Too bad you can't take the helmets. That's a cool view. Again, I can't help it. I'm perusing the edges of the rock, looking for caves. There's definitely not one down there, and I don't want to die, so I'm gonna get away from the cave wall. But that area looks like it'd be an interesting place to put a camp anyways. I think I've come down that way many times, just not really realized how interesting it really is. Excuse my camera. That's kind of neat looking. Little rock thingamajig. I believe we're headed to the West Tech Labs, which is interesting because that is where they were doing experiments with FEV, or this super mutant thing. So I wonder if maybe they were trying to use them as brains to control super mutants or something, some kind of supercomputer. I'm really curious. Here we are. We've come at the back of it.
Stuff here. Out there.
I don't really want the that dude's missiles. Alright, into West Tech.
Strongest super mutant.
Nope.
What?
Oh, I wanted to loot your corpse. There we go. I guess it helps to have already come in here.
No!
I saw the dog. I didn't see that super mutant at all. Alright, we're gonna try and stick to the objective here.
No!
Alright, we did it. Got the Serum Z. Is there anything else of note in this room before we leave? There's some mentats. I'll take those.
Find you soon, human.
Alright. Oh. Do need to eliminate any potential
Fight.
guys that might spot me before I try to teleport out of here. Okay. And back to camp. Yeah, I need to clean out my screenshots. What is that a screenshot of exactly? It looks like I took it by accident. I was just about to start reading the screen again. Okay.
Oh, I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
Looks like I have a visitor. This is kind of the coolest thing about having this
for everyone,
this particular location that I'll miss when I move is that the traders actually show up and hang out in my house, so I can sell them crap. And I don't particularly care about getting the best value for it. It's just nice to be able to dump stuff I don't want to a vendor, like right in my own house.
Some weird things out there I've had the mispleasure to run away from.
Yeah, you're telling me,
I
dude.
guess the view from these mountains is the next best thing to space.
Collecting fun is what I do. I find party supplies for
Food?
you.
Things approximating food? I got 'em.
Alright, Sofia. Oh, he's back. And he's just being weird again. Okay, Dr. Emerson. Let's hash this out.
I brought another emergence kit.
I was hoping you would stop by.
It's well past its expiration. But,
Hey there.
well,
Look who decided to
every-
grace
Okay,
us
that's
with
just-
presents.
Let's why with this? I wonder if it's because it's all in this cramped little space. Like he has to spawn at her thingamajig.
Hey
Alright, let's
there.
try this again.
Look who decided to grace us with his presence.
I brought another emergence kit. It's well past its expiration. But, well, everything is. It should be fine.
Thanks, Emerson. I appreciate it. I do. We have
Emerson,
some
you're evil.
questions for you, though.
Yeah. Such as. Yeah, enough, Emerson. Why should we trust anything you say?
I'm a different man now. It's been decades. I've been eating out of trash cans. I barely remember anything from back then. I have been trying to help when and where I can. I promise I have. I've diverted the robots when possible. I just couldn't destroy them myself. I came to Appalachia because I knew this ship was running out of fuel and I knew its autopilot would steer it here.
Why can't you just tell me everything that happened?
Yeah, dude.
Because I have to finish my job too. I had one more task to do here in Appalachia, and I'm close. Let me clean up my own messes. I have to go. I'll drop off some more emergence kits soon. Just please stop looking into this. There's a robo-brain on your trail. Focus on that.
Don't trust him. Nope, not at all. Get out of here, weirdo. Go on. Shoot. Before I blow your brains off.
I
Alright,
hate to think of what this Serum Z really is.
I'm gonna
Should at least
reload
get
here.
a superpower out of this, right?
I'm gonna re-fast travel because I don't want him standing there doing the whole dialogue.
Wishful thinking.
Okay.
Initiate the scan for fattening. sugary treat of delight.
Serum. It's real. How could they do this? Why didn't they just ask? I probably would have agreed. Damn it! Part of me wonders if Emerson told us about this robo-brain so he would have more time to do whatever he's up to. It was rather easy to pinpoint it once I realized I had to recompute the signals for things that had some organic parts.
Yeah, got it. Go kill the robot again. Why robo-brains?
I bet they started on robo-brains because they could be more easily controlled, right? I guess that didn't pan out. I hope they didn't feel a lot of pain. It seems like they weren't putting them into the deep sleeper pods. Maybe that's why they became aggressive?
We need more information about Emerson. That's the
Agreed.
truth.
I followed Emerson's signal when he left, and he had quite a strange route. Acted like he was being followed, but I don't think he was. He went to a few locations, maybe collecting supplies? I'm not sure. One of them had some high-security holotapes. I'll clean up the signal for you to track by the time you're back.
Got it. Go kill the robot again.
I'll be right here then. Don't worry, you don't miss that much while you're out. Traders
No.
stop by from time to time. A couple other random people, but it's pretty quiet.
If you're the mistress of mystery, then who am I? Oh, God. Oh. Okay, I'll just say it.
If we're dressing up, I presume? I like it. Well, of course. You're the inspector. I think that's obvious. I've seen how your mind works.
I am the mistress of mystery. Thank you very much. I hope you've been practicing some self-defense.
Oh, I shot 3 flying insects while you were dealing with the USSA robot. And I didn't miss a single time. Then
Good.
I traded their parts to Grom when he passed by. And, well, here. You can have this stuff. I don't need it.
Oh, a plan for a gamma gun. That's actually kind of sweet. Alright, why would they develop this serum?
It has to be a prototype for something bigger. That's all I can figure. I'm gonna need additional samples to learn more, though.
Alright, did you get any other holotape games or comics from traders?
I thought about it a lot. For a while I thought, what's the point of comics, of games? Seemed like such a distraction from the stress in my life, from finding out the truth, from fixing what was left. But I realized that it's not only a distraction.
This dialogue is cathartic.
Enjoyment is a fundamental part of life, even a stressful life. And you know what? I am still stressed and trying to fix my life, but it's easier to remember why I care when I can still feel joy.
Hell yeah, Sophia, I'm down with that. Okay, I'll be back later.
Affirmative. Out.
You guys like my heads? Oh good, there's a trader. Just walked in the door.
I'm getting so sick and tired of those
Seems to
thorn
happen
bushes.
more often when there are like when I'm on a single player server or a solo, like a private server, I seem to have more of these guys come by.
You'd think with all the monsters running around, we
Right.
humans would get along better.
Let's see.
Luckily, most
Do I
everyone
have
sees the
the-
benefit of trade.
Oh, I already know the gamma gun. Okay, I guess I'll just sell it. Alright, let's check on where I need to go next. Alright. Down the mountainside. That's not exactly the same direction, so we will try to avoid cave spelunking and stuff this time. And I think I can knock this one out too. Let's see, how many, oh, that's the wrong one. How close to being done with this are we? Oh, we're getting real close. Well, if it's not tonight, it'll be next week. I don't want the stream to go longer than an hour and a half.
Have you seen my tools? Oh, never mind. Just spotted them.
Maybe some extra patrols over there.
You got the gold. I knew you could.
Who says that anyways? Maybe some extra patrols over there. Like, what is he talking about? If he was looking at a map, it might make more sense, but he would probably say something like, maybe some extra patrols on the west side, instead of just over there. Is he just walking around throwing his arms around like maybe some patrols here and some dead raiders there and put some chickens right here and everything's great. Nope, I did it. I checked for a cave. It's an addiction. I'll probably always be interested in whether or not there are hidden alcoves and things, because when you do find them, it's real neat. Oops. Alright, how close are we to a fast travel point here? Not very. We're gonna try it though. We're gonna see if we can, if when we jump down, if we can actually slow our fall. Yeah, that definitely worked. That was a high cliff there. So I think if you're, the way it works is if you're still boosting when you hit the ground is how you can slow your fall. And so it's about timing to make sure you have enough AP not to burn out. And then suddenly drop. Ugh. Glowing pustules. Ew. I got the glowing pustules. Might as well take their meat. Okay. Oh, I've lost mine. What the heck? Oh. I accidentally unselected the quest. I guess that's what happened. Well, if I had realized I was going to walk right past West Tech, I probably would have just fast traveled here and then walked from there. But it wasn't completely different. Alright, so in continuing with our tests, I'm going to try to jump off of this one here. Nope, gotta be going down. Oh, that hurt. So that didn't work. We're coming to some big cliffs here. Alright, let's try it. No. Oh, sad. It's okay, West Tech is right behind us. It's gonna spawn me on the other side, but that's okay. Maybe it's more like you can do a controlled fall from a certain maximum height, and then once you pass that height, you're going to take lethal damage no matter what. Or maybe it's like you can reduce the fall damage as long as you're not going to take lethal damage when you hit the ground. But a lethal height is lethal height. It might be what's happening. How close are we to this robo-brain? I feel like we have definitely walked this path before. So that'd be a good place to put a cave. Obsessed with the idea of building a base that's inside a cave. Although I'm torn because I really do like having my house right next to the road with the traders showing up. That's always been nice. So if I never have any traders come by at the new location, I might move to somewhere that's... Oh, Deathclaw. Well, the ants he's fighting decided to spot me. Whoa! Oh. Okay. He's just swinging his arms left and right, isn't he? He's still doing it. I thirst for revenge. It's always the reload that gets you. Or those stun lock animations. Jeez. Not even worth actually killing you, dude. Well, that was what you call a random encounter. I believe up here should be some hot plates or something. Toasters, that's what it was. That by itself is worth it. Alright, we're gonna veer off the road here now. But who knows, maybe I'll build the camp that's next to under the stone archway, and maybe I won't like it. Maybe I'll move to a spot that's cave-ish and against a road, because that would be nice. I like having my house next to the road.
So you find yourself in a tricky position.
There, see, I did it that time.
Buff out or psycho?
What is the trick to
Psycho was sanctioned
not
for
dying?
official use. I've taken it a time or two, but you lose the ability to
You don't think
maintain
the edge
proper
psycho
order
gives
and
you his worth,
composure.
huh?
You want to devolve into a rabid dog? Suit yourself. You can find new company then too.
Where are we here? Oh, what just happened? Something is spawning in. I just heard two NPCs talking about Psycho, and now I can't find them. Oh, here they are. Soldiers. That's new. I've never seen soldiers. Other than ones that are in the... call it... in the main storyline. I've never seen soldiers just kind of chilling. That's neat. This, too, like, another thing I don't think people explore enough is building camps in places like this. Because this is already somewhat built up. And so you can kind of, you know, there's some benefits to having stuff already sort of placed here. This would be an excellent cave if it was open. But yeah, there's some neat stuff here. I wonder if you could place a camp here. I guess not. It's an unmarked location. Oh, because it's really close to this over here. That's probably what it is. Oh, this is a cool looking one. Moth home.
O great Mothman, look upon your subjects with mercy and protect them from harm.
That's neat. I wonder what kind of bone that is. It's a very large bone. Yeah, what? Oh, they've got 2 red brains in it for eyes. Interesting, but what is it? What is the skull part made out of? Oh, and I need to kill the robot here? Is it inside Moth Home? Okay, well, I guess you don't have to tell me twice. I'll do it. But we're not gonna walk in through the front door. No, we're gonna jetpack our way in. Because that is our style. Bit of an alley-oop here.
His eyes burn like fires in the night, and no enemy will escape his sight.
Yeah, the Robo-Brain is inside their camp.
Where his wings flutter, I will follow, and I will not fear the darkness of night.
This is a worthy death. The light is eternal. I go to the
That
divine
Robo-Brain
light.
had gone full cultist, which is bizarre.
Your death will cleanse the Holy Land.
I'm trying to think of now, like, what's the
my
lore
place.
explanation for why that robot would have shacked up with the cultists. Like, they meet this Robo-Brain, and she's like, I, too, seek to purge the wasteland of something. And they're like, sweet, we are of the same mind. And so, that's how the friendship starts. And I guess I need to go back to Commander Daguerre. Got some Mothman eggs. Tasty Mothman eggs. They're moth magnificent. Oh, ew, that's a big thing full of blood. That's just icky. Oh no. Oh, I fell down. Oh, I think I'm stuck. Yeah, I guess I have to fast travel. I'm stuck. Maybe the Robo-Brain was into Mothman. Excuse me, prior to being put in a robo-body. The brain itself is the cultist, and it has a mission, but it also has its religion. Dang it, I did not mean to store all that junk. Now I've got to collect it. Oh no, that didn't mean to come out. Ah, damn it. Oh wait, no, those go in there.
I guess the view from these mountains is the next best thing to space.
So lovely to torch Old Man Winter.
Okay, we gotta fix my display over here. While we're at it. I would have been so mad if I had accidentally scrapped that. Nope, you belong up there, buddy. Okay. Alright, Sophia. We gotta get to the final confrontation here.
It's always good to see you. When you killed that robo-brain, the scanner seemed to pick up on some high-security signals all around the area. Maybe it was somehow interfering with our scanner? That's my best guess. A lot of these are high-security signals, things related to the Deep Sleep projects. Other projects too, ones I don't know much about. From the signature of the signal here, it seems to be a classified meeting between top officials regarding the Deep Sleep project. Can you stop by and pick it up? I figure it might give us some more leads, or a name, or anything.
Alright. I think we're gonna go ahead and accept this quest, but we're gonna leave it here tonight, because it's getting pretty late. But so that means next week might be our last episode for this stuff, which will be cool. Let me go ahead. I'm just gonna back out of it here. Alright, thanks for coming by. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.